Emma ignored a phone call that morning. It came from an unknown number. She glanced at the screen and declined it without a second thought. It didn't feel important at the time, but by the end of that night, Emma would realize that answering that call might have saved her life. Emma had just moved into the apartment yesterday. It wasn't luxurious, but it was quiet, affordable, and close to her new office. After a painful divorce and the worst year of her life, she just wanted somewhere peaceful. A place where nothing unexpected would happen. But she had no idea what was waiting for her there. That morning, she rushed out of the building, already late for work. As she walked toward the subway, her phone vibrated. The same unknown number. She stared at the screen again. For a moment, she thought about answering. But the train doors were closing. So she pressed decline and stepped onto the train. 2 hours later, during a meeting, a message appeared. Please answer, it's important. Emma frowned. Strange, but she was busy. She ignored it. That night, Emma returned home around 9. The hallway lights flickered as she walked toward her door. She unlocked it and stepped inside. Then she noticed something on the floor. A small folded piece of paper near the door. Her name was written on it. Emma picked it up. The note said, "Don't go inside the apartment." Her heart began to race. Someone had been inside her home, and they knew her name. Emma slowly looked around the living room. Everything seemed exactly the way she had left it that morning. But the bedroom door was slightly open.
Hello, anyone is there?
She carefully stepped inside. Then she noticed it. The bedroom window. It was open. Emma was certain she had closed it before leaving. Her hands began to shake. She walked toward the window and tried to close it. That was when she saw him. Across the street, under a dim street light, a man in a dark hoodie was standing there, looking directly at her apartment. For a brief moment, their eyes met. Then Emma's phone suddenly rang. The same unknown number. She answered immediately.
Hello?
At that exact moment, the man outside disappeared into the darkness. The street was empty again. The voice on the phone warned her to leave the apartment immediately. No one ever leaves that house. If she stayed even one more night, she might never leave, just like the other girls. The call ended before Emma could ask anything. For several seconds, she stood there frozen. Then she heard it. A faint sound, very soft, almost impossible to notice. It sounded like someone breathing inside the apartment. Emma held her breath and listened carefully. The sound was coming from the bedroom, but the room was empty. Emma followed the sound. It was coming from the wall, more specifically, from the large mirror in the bedroom. She slowly touched the edges of the mirror frame, searching for anything unusual. At first, nothing happened. Then her hand pressed against something hidden. The mirror shifted. A narrow door opened inside the wall. Behind it was a small hidden room. Emma stepped closer. Inside, a girl was lying on the floor, weak, barely conscious. Emma rushed inside and helped her sit up. The girl could hardly stand. Emma wrapped her arm around her and guided her out. Just as they reached the hallway, Emma's phone vibrated again. Another message from the same number. 3 words. Leave now, he's coming. Emma didn't hesitate. She helped the girl and rushed out of the apartment. They ran down the hallway and out of the building. The cold night air hit their faces as they reached the street. Only then did Emma stop. Her phone buzzed one more time. Another message appeared. You're safe. Emma looked around the quiet street. For the first time that night, everything felt calm again. But one question still remained. Who had been warning her all day? Emma slowly looked up. Across the street, in the window of another building, someone was watching. a girl sitting in a wheelchair, holding binoculars. She slowly lowered them because she knew exactly what had just happened. She had been the first victim of that apartment. She survived but lost the ability to walk. Since then, she had been keeping an eye on the building, trying to warn others, but no one believed her, and she couldn't go there herself to save anyone. But tonight, Emma had saved the next one, and for the first time in a long time, she felt proud. Yet somewhere in the dark, someone was still watching. And what comes next? No one truly knows.